Manifest money with these 5 powerful steps. My name is Karyn Medeiros, and I am your host today. I am a best-selling international author of Manifest Like a Badass. I don't know if you can see it right there. There we go. Available on Amazon. I'm also really good at manifesting money. So I'm going to give you 5 powerful steps that you can do right now to start manifesting money. So I want you to pause this video, go get a notebook, go get a pen, come back and take these notes and follow these 5 steps. So step number 1 is you need to come up with what your money goal is. So how much money do you want to manifest? Now, I want this to be really simple, easy, and I want it to be believable to you. So I don't want you to write down on a piece of paper, manifest $1 million. Right? So let's start with something small. Let's start with something like $500, $1,000 just for this exercise. I want you to be able to manifest that. I want for you to manifest that quickly. And I feel like that figure is something believable. All right. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to choose the number that you want to manifest. All right. And choose a date on when you want to manifest that. Now, even if you don't manifest that money within that date, that's okay. That doesn't mean that the manifestation is not coming. The reason why we put an end date is for urgency, right? So you want to manifest, let's just say $1,000 within the next 30 days, right? That sounds familiar. I have a program where I teach you literally how to manifest $1,000 within 30 days called the Abundance Program or the Abundance Code. I'll link it below, but that's not why we're here. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to, 1, write down your money goal and when you want to receive that. Okay. Number 2, this is where you need to be really specific on what you want that money for. So if you picked $1,000, what would you do with that $1,000, right? The universe really likes clear instructions. So write down, if I were to give you $1,000 right now, what would you go do with that? That's probably what you would go do. Is there something that you want to buy? Is there something that you need to pay? Is there a bill that you need to pay? What do you need that money for? So next, write down, make sure that that amount equals whatever the money that you want to manifest. You need to be very specific. Manifestation is all about being very specific. So I don't want you to guess. So for an example, I will tell you one exercise that I did. I want a hot tub. I don't want to spend $30,000 on a brand new hot tub, have it installed if I don't like it and if we aren't going to use it, right? I want to be really practical. Plus, I don't want to waste money. The universe does not like waste because you're not showing gratitude for that, right? So what I want to do is I want to buy an inflatable hot tub. I want to have it all set up and I want to use that for the next, 60, 90 days. And I want to see, 1, if I really like it, if I'm enjoying it, and if I'm actually using it. If that's the case, then if I want, I can upgrade to an actual really nice hot tub. So what I did, so I'm recording this video in January, and every January I create a new vision board. On the vision board was a hot tub. So I was writing the money that I wanted to manifest, and a portion of that was for the hot tub. But I didn't know how much a hot tub costs. Like an inflatable one, right? I know that a decent sized one, I think, is around 15 to 30,000. So what I did was I went online and I priced out inflatable hot tubs. I found one that I really liked, that if I literally wanted to go buy it right now, I would go buy it. Plus, I priced out the chemicals for the hot tub and I added tax on all of that. So I knew the exact amount of money that I would need to go buy that hot tub. That figure went into the bigger portion of the money that I want to manifest. For an example, I want to manifest $20,000. I had to write out a list. Okay, what would I do with that 20 grand? So I definitely want a hot tub. I want it now. So I would put that in there, and everything that was on that list, I want you to research if you don't know exactly how much it's going to cost, and make sure you include tax, right? Not just like, well, I think it's about this much. So that is where the majority of the work is going to come in. Take 30 minutes and literally figure that out. Okay, so that is step number 2. Step number 3 is then after you have that list, so you know how much money you want, you know exactly what you're going to use that money for. Now I want you to start visualizing you already having that stuff. Okay, so if it's one thing, if it's whatever it is, I want you to visualize what it would feel like for you to have it. If you were paying off a bill, for an example, what it would feel like of not having that stress of that bill again. And I want you to go to sleep every single night. And I want you, when you are ready to go to sleep, lay your head on the pillow. And that is what you're going to think about while you're going to sleep. You got to remember that your brain does not know what's real or fake. Your brain only knows what you tell it. So we are going to tell our brain lots of things that maybe not be real now or in the physical form, but we can see our life as if. Okay? So number 4, affirmations. Affirmations are very powerful. Sometimes they get a rap, but here's why they get a bad rap, is because the affirmation is so out there that even you can't even believe it, right? So I want you to write 3 affirmations for the money that you want to manifest. So if you, let's just say we're going to go with $1,000. I want you to write the positive statement. All an affirmation is a positive statement of an outcome. Okay? A positive statement of an outcome. So you're going to write the positive statement, I have an extra $1,000. And you just keep repeating that. Your brain doesn't know what's real or fake. Your brain thinks that you have an extra $1,000. And while you're saying that, that energy is feeling good, right? Because you're like, yeah, I got an extra $1,000. All right, I have an extra $1,000. The universe is going to make a plan to make a little detour to help you get that extra $1,000. Now, remember that this money is probably going to come to you in a way that you would not expect it. It could come to you in 2 lump sums. It could come to you in 5 lump sums. It could come to you in 1 lump sum. It could come to you in an opportunity. You will be surprised of like, oh, wow, that's cool. I had no idea that that could come that way. And and we usually get in our heads of, well, how is it going to come? And we focus on the how. Well, this is the only way that it could come. Like, say you have a 9-to-5 job. That is the only money that I get every single week or month is from that. So how else am I going to make an extra $1,000, right? You have to be open to how it's going to come in a completely different way than you think. So last year, we wanted to book a family trip. And after I did all of the research of exactly how much it's going to cost for flights, hotel, the stay, spending money, the food, everything, it was like, okay, $4,000. $4,000 is going to cover all of that. So I did my ritual, which is what I am teaching you. I followed these steps and I requested from the universe $4,000 to pay for our family trip. 3 weeks later was on a slot machine and I won a jackpot of exactly $4,000. 3 weeks after I requested that money, and I requested that money to be given to me within 90 days. So I gave it a time frame and it was half the time. So I don't go to the casino. I just happened to be at a place with a girlfriend that had slot machines. I had been to that place multiple times and I had never went and played those slot machines. And for some reason, I was like, you know what? I am going to go play one of those slot machines. And she was like, okay. I came back with a check for $4,000. So I'm telling you that these are the steps that I personally follow. So make sure you create 4 different affirmations. You could also create money affirmations. So it's like, you could be, one of your affirmations could be like, yeah, I am a money magnet. Money follows me wherever I go. Any type of that type of affirmation, I want you to write 3. I want you to write them on sticky notes or somewhere around the house. And I want you to place those everywhere so you're always looking at them. Make them the screenshot. I have a screenshot on my phone of words where I continually read it over and over. And then the last step is the action step towards it. So sometimes this is needed, sometimes it's not. And when I say sometimes it's not, I don't mean that manifesting is just you wish it, you dream it, and it's there, poof. No, that is not how manifestation works. If it was, we would all live an incredible life because we would all do it. So for an example, let's go for an example, the trip, right? Use my example as a trip. An actionable step would be 1, researching what you need for the trip. So, constantly going online, finding, where you're going to stay. Okay. So what amenities, are there? What activities would you do? The airline, start figuring out, okay, what would I pack? Actually start packing. Like you could get a suitcase, you could open it up. I've done this before and I've started to pack some of the things in the suitcase. So if I was going away to somewhere warm and I am sitting here in the cold in Canada, then I would start a suitcase and I would start packing bathing suits, sun bathing cream. What is that called? Sun lotion, sunblock. I would be putting in sunblock. I'd be packing up some of the kids' goggles and stuff like that. I would just start packing. That's an action step as me living as if it's happening because I have to pack if I wanted to go on that trip. Right? So think of some action steps. One last action step for a good one for that is start saving for it. So if you're like, well, I don't have any money to save for it, I would even take something as little as $5. I would get a jar and I would write on it, your trip. So we wanted to go to Florida. So, Florida trip 2024. And I would write on that. And every week put in $5. Go to the bank machine, get $5, put $5 in towards your trip to paying for it. The universe just sees that as a powerful energy because it's, oh, okay, you want to go, we're saving, let's go. And the action is, putting money in, maybe you put in, I don't know, $100 and the rest of the money comes to you, right? So those are 5 action steps that I follow anytime that I want to manifest money for anything. So I would follow these same action steps. Even if I just wanted to follow one thing, then I would do the same thing. All right, what do I want to buy? Like, what do I need? All right, write it down. How much do I need? Then I would write that down. I would do the research, the research. Okay, so I need the money for this and I need the money for this. I'm going to visualize it. I'm going to create some affirmations and then I'm going to end it with actionable steps. So I hope this video helped. Do have an actual video program where I go through the steps a little bit more in detail. It's called the Abundance Code, and I teach you how to manifest $1,000 within 30 days. And so you can find that in the description below. And in my book, Manifest Like a Badass, I also go through, like, if you're a beginner or you're even a veteran, and all of these steps in here on how to manifest anything you want. You can also pick this up on Amazon as well. Just type in Manifest Like a Badass or my name, Karyn Medeiros. Anyways, I hope you got some value out of this. If you did, click the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. here. Videos are dropping weekly. All right, see you soon. Have a great day.